Hello all. In this tutorial we are learning about accessing elements inside a string. Okay, accessing elements inside a string. So as I told you in the previous tutorial, string is nothing but sequence of characters, right? So there should be a way. Okay, there should be a way to access the elements present inside the string. So how can we access? So in this tutorial we are learning about that concept. Okay, now we can access elements in string by using two different ways. Okay, there are mainly two different ways with which we can access the elements present inside a string. The first one which we are talking about is nothing but indexing. Okay, first one is nothing but indexing. Okay, so in indexing again we have two different kinds of indexing, especially in Python. Okay, these kind of two types of indexing concept is special in Python. Okay, in most of the languages we don't have this concept. Okay, the first one is nothing but the positive indexing and the second one is nothing but the negative indexing. Okay, now initially we will discuss about the positive indexing and then we will slowly move towards the negative indexing. Okay, positive indexing will always starts from the starts from the value called as 0. Okay, positive indexing will always starts with the number 0, and positive indexing will always moves in the direction called as a left to right direction. Okay, it will move from left to right. Okay, that is nothing but forward direction. Okay, positive indexing will always moves in forward direction. So let us see how this will happen. Okay, now I have taken an example called as now I have taken an example called as Vijay Nehant. That is my string. Now if you are able to see this Excel sheet, in this I have clearly highlighted that string in yellow color, right? Okay, now if this is my string, whatever the line, okay, whatever the line I given, okay, I have given at the bottom. Okay, let me highlight this with some other color just to differentiate. Okay, so this is nothing but the positive indexing. So how positive indexing will start? Okay, positive indexing will always starts from the number called as 0. Okay, positive indexing will always starts with the number called as 0 and it will move forward like this. Okay, it will move forward like this. Okay, as I told you, it will move from left to right direction. So first it is 0 and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and so on. Okay, it will move in this direction. Now let us see how this will work in real time. Okay, now let me take a string called as Vijay Nehant. Okay, let me take a string called as Vijay Nehant here. So now if I want to access the element present at the index 0, that is obviously V, right? So how can I access? As I told you, in positive indexing, okay, it always starts with the 0, right? So V is present at the starting, so it will be 0. So the element present at 0th index is nothing but V. See, now in the same way, if I want to access the element present at the index 5 means, see, starting is 0 1 2 3 4 5. So obviously the element present at the index 5 is nothing but n. Okay, now if I want to see the element present at the index 8, okay, if n is 5 means E is 6, H is 7, A is 8. Okay, so my output should be A. Okay, so in this way we can access the elements present in a string by using the positive indexing concept. Okay, now if you see in this Excel sheet here, we can observe this very clearly. Suppose if I want to access, okay, if I want to get the index of A, see, it is index of A, it is obviously 8. Suppose index of T means it is obviously 10. So in that way we can access the elements in a string by using positive indexing concept. Okay, now slowly we'll move towards to the next concept called as negative indexing. Okay, negative indexing. How can we access the elements in a string by using negative indexing concept? Okay, let me show you this Excel sheet again. So this is the above line. Okay, the above line which I have given. So let me highlight this above line with some other color, so differentiations will be there. So the one, okay, so this is my negative indexing. As I told you earlier, negative indexing will always starts with the number called as -1. Okay, negative indexing always starts with the number called as -1, and negative indexing will always moves from the direction called right to, okay, from right it will move to left. Okay, it will move in the direction called as right to left direction, that means backward direction. So in this way, the rightmost element, okay, the rightmost element in a string will be given as a -1 index, and then -2, and then -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, and so on. Okay, so in this way negative indexing will move in Python. So let us see how this will work in practical by using some examples. Suppose my string is already, I have taken it as a Vijay Neha. Now I want to access the element present at index -9. So -9, what is the element? A, right? So let me try to print and see. So S of -9. So obviously it is A. See, like that. Now if I want to access the element present at the index -1. So -1, what is the element? H. Okay. Now if I want to access the element present at -12, so S of -12. So S of -12 is pointing to the element V. Okay, so in this way we can access the elements present in a string. Now suppose if the index what we are trying to access is not available. Okay, if the index what we are trying to access is not available, in that case how how indexing will behave? Suppose in, okay, consider this scenario only. Here the maximum index, okay, the maximum index in negative indexing I have is -12. Okay, and the maximum index I have in positive indexing is 11. Suppose if I'm, okay, if I'm trying to trying to access the element which is exceeding, okay, which is going beyond this range, so in that case what happens? Let's try to see. Okay, I have maximum, okay, I have maximum element called as -12, but I am trying to access the element which is present at the index -13. So that is not, obviously not available, right? So it will, okay, it will throw an error called as index out of range. Okay, it will throw an error called as index out of range. See, okay, index error, that is nothing but string index out of range. That means whatever the index you are trying to access, that way, okay, that is not available. That means index out of range. So in this way you can access any element present in a string by using both positive indexing and negative indexing. I hope all of you understand this indexing concept. Okay, okay, cool. Now we are moving ahead of the next concept. Okay, second way of accessing elements in a string. The second way of accessing elements in a string is nothing but slicing. Okay, slicing. So slicing, what does it mean? Slicing is nothing but, okay, slicing is nothing but cutting. Okay, cutting a particular part of a string. Okay, printing a particular part of a string from a certain range to a certain range. Okay, from a certain range, okay, from a certain index to a certain index. That is nothing but a slicing. So how this slicing concept will work in Python, that we will see. Okay, slicing always contains two indexes mainly. Okay, mainly slicing always contains two indexes. One is the begin index and the other one is the end index. Okay, first one is the begin index and the other one is the end index. So how begin index and end index will work, let's see with a few examples. Suppose again I will take the same string called as Vijay Nehant. Okay, Vijay Nehant. Suppose if this is my string, I want to access, okay, I want to access the elements present from the range, okay, from the index 0 to 6. Okay, from index 0 to 6 means here 0 is what? 0 is my begin index, and 6 is what? 6 is my end index. So in this scenario, if 0 is my begin index and 6 is my end index, see here begin index is always inclusive. That means in the output, okay, that means in the output you need to include the begin index. So you, okay, begin index should be a part of the output. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see this point. Okay, end index is what? Exclusive. That means end index end index you cannot include in the output. Okay, end index is exclude. Okay, you need to exclude that end index. That means till 5 only you need to take in the output. Okay, now let us build the output. Okay, so let us see what is the output. Okay, what is the output here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So V I J A Y N. Okay, so this is my output. Okay, this is my output. So let's show, okay, let me show you this in Excel sheet. Suppose I want to access the elements from 0 to, okay, from 0 to 6. So 0 colon 6 means like this, okay. From 0 to 6, what is there? Vijay. So let me highlight this in some other color. Okay, the one which I highlighted in green color is my output in this scenario. So let me check that. Okay, suppose my string is what? Vijay Nehant. I want to get the elements from 0 to 6. Okay, I want to get the elements from 0 to 6. Obviously Vijay N. So like that it will come. Now let us see one more example. Okay, let us see one more example. I want to access the element present in the range 2 to 8. 2 to 8 means obviously 2 to 7, right? So 2 to 7 means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is my output. Okay, this is my output. Let me differentiate this with some other color. Okay, the one which, okay, the one which I highlighted in the red color is my output. Okay, JAYNEH is my output in this case. So let me run. See, JAYNEH. Okay, this is nothing but no, the one which I highlighted in the red color. So this is our output in this scenario. Okay, now I want to explain you, okay, now I want to explain you one more concept, okay, one more concept in slicing. That is nothing but the step index, okay, that is nothing but the step index. Let's see how step index will work in with one or two examples. So in the same scenario, if I'm taking 0 to 6 means what is my output indexes? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Now here I want to include a step index also. Okay, here I want to include the step index as well. So if I include the, okay, if I include the third one, which is nothing but step index, so how this will work means, so what is the first one? 0. Okay, 0 is obviously the first one. So what is, okay, what is my step index? 0. After 0, what is my step index? 2, right? So 0 plus 2 is what? 2, and 2 plus 2 is what? 4, and 4 plus 2 is what? 6. But 6 is not present in my range, right? 6 is not present in this range. So this, okay, only this much is my output. So let me, okay, let me build the output. So what is the element present at the index 0 V, and what is the element present at the index 2 J, and what is the element present at the index 4 Y. So V, J, Y, this is my output. Okay, so S of 0 colon 6 colon 2. So VJY is my output. Okay, so VJY. So let me highlight this. Okay. See, so the ones which I highlighted in blue color is my output. Let us see one more example for the better understanding. Okay, now let us try to build the output for the range 2 to 10 and the step index is 3. Okay, now how to build that? Okay, so first element, okay, first index is always inclusive, so 2. So what is my step index? 2 plus 3, right? Okay, what is my step index? 3. And then what is the next index? 2 plus 3, that is nothing but 5, and 5 plus 3, nothing but 8. Okay, see, 8 plus 3 is what? 11, but 11 is exceeding my range, right? 11 is beyond my end index. So we, okay, so till here we need to take and then we need to stop. So what is the element present at index 2 J, and index 5 we have N, and index 8 we have A. So J and A, this is my output. Okay, 2, 5, 8. So let's show you in the output. So J N A. Okay, N and then A. The ones which are highlighted in sky blue color is my output in this current scenario. So let me try to execute and see. Okay, what is my 2 to 10? Okay, 2 colon 10, and the step index is 3. See, J N A. So this is nothing but which I highlighted in the sky blue color. So this is my, okay, in this way I can do by using the step index as well. Now you guys might have got it out thinking that, okay, can we do slicing? Okay, can we do slicing with the step index? Yes, of course we can do slicing with the step index. So let me do that. Okay, minus 10. Okay, suppose my begin index is what, minus 10, and my end index here is what, minus 3. Suppose if this is the case, now what is my slicing range, minus 10. Okay, beginning is what, minus 10, and then minus 9, and then minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4. That's it. Minus 3 is the end index, which is not inclusive here. So my output is what, from minus 10 to minus 4 is my output. So let me select that in the Excel sheet, minus 10 to minus 4. Okay, okay, now the one which I highlighted in the, okay, the one which I highlighted in the red color is my output. So what is my output? Jai Neha. Okay, Jai Neha is my output. Okay, let me run and show you. Okay, s of minus 10 colon minus 3. Okay, Jai Neha, this is my output. This is nothing but which I selected in the red color. Okay, now let us see. Okay, can we include step index also in negative indexing or not? Of course we can include step index also in negative index. So let me do this in real time. Okay, suppose now I'm trying to do the column 2, right? So first one is always inclusive, minus 10. So minus 10 plus 2 is what, minus 8. Okay, now minus 10, okay, minus 8 plus 2 is what, minus 6. Minus 6 plus 2 is what, minus 4. That's it. Okay, that's it. Then it is minus 4 plus 2 is what, minus 2, but that is exceeding my range, right? So this is my output. So this is my only output. So minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 4. Let me select that in the so minus 10 is nothing but, okay, minus 10, minus 8, minus 6, minus 4. Yeah, the ones which I highlighted in this violet color, JYEA. Okay, JYEA is nothing but my output. Okay, so let me run this. JYEA. So this is my output. Now again, now in this case, okay, now in this case, what if I keep, okay, now you guys might have got this doubt. What if my index is negative index? I mean, what if my step index is also negative index? So in this case, what happens? So first let me calculate till the end index, then we will think of the step index. So in my begin to end index range, what is the output? So this is my output in the begin to end index range. Now first element is what, minus 10, but my step index here is what, minus 2. Okay, think that my step index is minus 2. So minus 10, okay, minus 10 plus of minus 2 is what, minus 12. So see, minus 10 plus of minus 2 is what, minus 12. But it is going in the other way. Okay, it is moving in the other direction. So in this scenario, okay, in this scenario where the output is not coming in our range, so in these scenarios output is empty string. Okay, so let me run and see that. See, it is obviously empty string. So in this way we can work with the, okay, in this way we can work with the step indexes. So I hope all of you understand this both positive indexing, okay, slicing with the positive indexing, slicing with the step index, and slicing with the negative indexing, and slicing with the negative step indexing as well. Okay, I hope all of you understand this all these 4 methods of accessing elements into a string. One is by using the indexing, and the other one is by using the slicing with both positive and negative indexing. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.